watch workers versus streamers? What, this one? 9 to 5 workers versus streamers? What is harder?
How you gonna disrespect your mom like that, dude?
Is this valid? Is this a good video? Chat, what's harder, 9 to 5 or streaming?
All right, can I talk? Can I talk? Listen, so your whole
So
thing.
it's dangerous.
Listen,
Your job is you would have to actually have to go to work.
And went to school and still...
And paid rent?
Yes, I still worked.
That's your choice. You're
high. You're hungover.
Credentials are playing video games. I play video games on my spare time.
I don't even enjoy streaming anymore.
Hey, all I gotta say is that McDonald's workers ain't winning tournaments.
Same old different day. Okay. All right, so my argument here is that streaming and social media creation is harder than a 9 to 5.
Facts.
Nah, it's not facts, bro. 9 to 5 is way harder, homie.
Why do you say that?
Because you gotta get up every motherfucking day, go to the motherfucking bullshit job, and slave for fucking pennies.
See, that's the thing is you're right. You get up every day, you go through the motions. You don't have to get a good
No,
sleep.
deadass. 9 to 5 is harder because I used to work 9 to 5 for like 3 years, and it was like annoying as.
You don't have to be focused. You don't have to be locked in. You wake up, you go, you flip some patties,
Nah,
maybe you sign a few envelopes, answer a few phone calls. With streaming and social media creation, you have to be on your game 24/7. It's like a switch that never
when you're a
turns
milk
off.
carrier, I'm a milk carrier, and I'm gonna tell you something, man.
A milk carrier?
Every
Mail
motherfucking
carrier.
day.
We have to
still
deal with
slaving.
thousands, tens of thousands.
You carry
of people
milk.
critiquing every little thing we do, every
Man.
decision we make, every thought we
You guys
have.
got it made, man. I wish I had
We
it made
don't-
like y'all.
We don't have to
I
go
wish.
sign a few envelopes and put them in a mailbox.
Mail.
We
You
have
got
to
it
be,
gravy, bro.
What's the next trend?
Because
What's the
the
next
shit I
idea?
go through every
Oh my
day,
God, I have
and
to
got
stream
jobs,
today.
And I got jobs that wanna bite my ass
And
every
you have
day.
lunch breaks. You have lunch breaks. We don't have breaks. We're on 24/7. We're
Bro.
high energy.
We do have lunch breaks, bro. We literally pop on a YouTube video and eat the lunch.
24/7.
I wish I could be at home like you and get back and get paid
I don't
big
even.
money.
We're not even at home. We're walking around.
Man,
We're walking
I
around
wanna-
doing things.
There's gotta be
parties,
rage, man.
all this
Shit,
stuff.
I gotta slave just for not even 100,000 a year. I gotta work double overtime. Bullshit.
Okay, what about this? You're guaranteed to get paid. You have a
No, I'm not.
steady
You're
rate.
not
guaranteed?
I
Oh, wait, let
don't
him cook,
work.
though.
I don't get paid. It's simple as
Yeah,
that.
but you have a guaranteed
Guaranteed pay.
If we don't
it's your
stream, we
decision
don't
if you
get
go
paid.
I
work.
gotta work at the job for
If
years.
I don't go live, I don't get
just
paid
to
either.
accumulate.
You don't got to deal with people spamming L's.
People in the chat spam.
What? Wait, hold on. You guys don't have to deal with the 7-year-old Jinxie dick suckers going in their chat saying El Junko owns you. Wait. Hold on. Hey, you guys don't have to go through that, bro.
L's. Oh, this is boring. We don't like this video.
You don't have to fucking see seven.
Imagine
Junko
you have
owns
to be
7.
high energy. Oh,
Where's
hey
Ronnie?
guys, how's it going? You guys like this stream?
That's me 24/7. I'd rather do that.
So why don't you become a streamer?
Man, that's what I want to do. F that. F this 9 to 5 shit.
If streaming is so easy, how come every single person in this seat is not a streamer?
People are lazy. They want to put in the work.
That's their fault.
I get called fat all the time.
Oh, so what? I can call fat and chubby. I'm a homeboy. It's call
Yeah.
me chubby, fat,
Well,
whatever.
Hold on. What did this guy just say? What did this guy just say? What did you just say? Ukraine. Motherfucker, what? What are you talking about? The fuck? I'm not from Ukraine, kid.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. That's a
Yeah.
whole.
Yeah, and you right, homeboy. You right. But check this out. My nigga, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to go out there and get that bag.
I think she's got something she wants to say.
Oh my
He
gosh.
called you
let
a
me see flag.
bitch.
Well,
Fuck you,
fortunately,
bitch.
these flags are actually useless. We decided to use a timer instead because we suck
Now I'm
at
gonna call
explaining
fat.
things.
This lady's already getting me
So
mad,
you
chat.
raised your flag. Is there a reason you did
Yeah,
that?
because
She's a
I
chef?
was actually a cook for 15 years. So that means for 15 years,
I
had to
know
get
she
up,
whipped up some
practice
dog
every
shit.
day, get dressed, go to work, and I had to deal with not only adults, but I also had to deal with children.
Chat, you know she cooked up some dog
Tens of thousands
shit
of children
food.
and adults.
The Lacey's Thugs are. Do you not know who the Lacey's Thugs are?
I can't go out in
Professionals.
public without 10 kids coming up and asking for a picture. Do you know how hard that is in life?
Isn't that
No!
How
difficult.
how
This
long
is
do you
rage
think this is
bait,
going to
bro.
last?
Forever.
Forever.
You think this
hopefully.
is going to last forever?
I hope so. You just proved my point for me. I don't have that security that's gonna last forever. Having a job, being
That's
a
why
cook,
you gotta
you
grind.
have that security of, oh, I have a job, I have a degree, I have this. This could end for me tomorrow.
Hypothetically, if you all of a sudden you lost all your followers, what would you do?
I know what he'll do. Get a
No, I'm asking
trigger
him.
warning.
I'm asking him.
Don't say
What
it.
would
Job.
you do? If you
Oh, TOS!
lost all your YouTubers, you had nothing. No one watched you anymore. I didn't even watch you anymore. What would you have to do? You would have to go to work.
TOS, bro.
Oh my God, did I just cuss at you?
That's a slur. If I did lose all my followers, I would probably buy a couple houses and start my real estate empire.
Okay, so then you would have to actually go to work. You would actually have to go to the office.
And I would think that would be a much easier job than streaming.
You gotta go into your setup though. And
Yo, stop speaking like Spanish, bro.
Chat and be interactive.
But no, he lost everybody. He lost everybody. He has no followers whatsoever. He would have to turn
Yeah, but
around.
you're proving my
Bro,
point.
You
what?
would
This
have to
lady's
turn
getting me
around.
mad.
You're proving my point on why this is harder because I could lose it all
Yeah,
tomorrow.
but you could lose it tomorrow.
If let's say
Yo,
you're
bro,
a
this
cook,
this
right?
lady's
Let's say you
getting
got
me
fired.
so
You have
mad.
Hundreds of people lined up. You can go cook over here, cook over there. You
could be a private chef.
You could be a private chef. Exactly. I don't have that
Nobody's
security.
hiring
I was
this
a cook in the
old
school
broad, this old
system. I cooked
geezer.
all frozen food.
You were a cook at the school system? Bro, that might be the easiest job I've ever heard, bro. Whoa. Cherish the next 24 hours? What the fuck does that mean? Did I just get like a warning? What the fuck? Back to what I was saying. Bro, you're a school lunch lady. That might be the easiest job of all time, bro. You don't have to face Stompin' and Roller Saturdays. You don't have to face Mingo and Roller Sundays. You don't have to play the fucking Avengers Stompin' Mingo Casein on one team, bro. You have to cook easy-ass, shitty school lunches, bitch. The fuck?
But you still cook.
You still cook. You go cook for another school.
I think I saw a flag right here.
Flags. I see red flags.
I'm gonna have to backlight. Yo, Lacey, it's the truth.
Shit. Does this bitch know how to bandit trick? Definitely not.
I think something you guys aren't taking into account. Say we get a brand deal, I gotta post on an Instagram story. I gotta go find the 4 Loco cans. I gotta make sure I get the 4 Loco can. And
Not to mention, you have to do work. It ruins our
Adapt the
Twitter
top 5
impressions,
human.
too.
I gotta tag them.
And then that goes into falling off.
My name is Rhonda. I'm a registered nurse from the
Okay,
South.
nursing is hard. Nursing is hard. I'll give you that. Nursing is hard.
35 years ago, I decided to go to nursing.
What's that weak ass necklace
because
she got?
I wanted to be a creative, I thought. I loved fashion, I loved acting, I loved singing. But in the South, whole lot of racism. Back in the 60s and the 50s, people didn't give a rat's ass if you created something, and they wouldn't support your business. So yes, a 9 to 5 is much harder. I had to work 7 to 3, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. I had to support my daughter.
Rhonda,
You get spoiled.
Rhonda, can I ask you a question?
Nope.
Have you ever done it?
You get spoiled. No.
Rhonda,
You get spoiled.
I'm not laughing, bro. But here's what they don't understand. So that lady was a school lunch lady, bro. She cannot be a streamer, but they could be lunch ladies. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying?
Mama and daddy keep
Rhonda,
giving it to you.
Rhonda, I got a question for Rhonda. I got a question for Rhonda. Rhonda, have you ever done a subathon?
Have they ever been blitz rushed?
30 days straight.
Have you ever had a blitz in
hours
Blackbeard?
a day
Have you ever played
and
center on
We all
shields?
streamed
That
for
ain't even
Blitz
him.
Blackbeard Finca.
working 7 to 3. You have 2 30-minute breaks throughout that. You get
You're
to
not
go
stopping
home
that, bro.
afterwards, see
Go
your
flip
family,
patties.
relax. We were on camera 30 days straight, no personal.
What
If you know how
day
hard
were
it is
you a registered
to
nurse?
have.
When did you get a break?
They'd never seen
Clean
Stomping on
boo-boo?
Warden,
When have
bro.
you ran a 3-minute ad?
You
When have you
clean
ever
up
ran? You
vomit,
never ran a 3-minute
You
ad?
pass trays. You're short-handed. You
Talk
don't
about the fake
overlook.
relationships that you have.
Oh my God.
Now keep.
It's fake
Think
on
about
social
this.
media.
Think about this. Imagine
Sure.
every little person, we call them parasocials. They judge your relationships. You can't go out to dinner or have a girl take a picture in your car without them finding out and judging
got
you
caught with
based
my
on it.
ex.
I got caught with
Yo,
my
why
ex,
does
and I
Jason
got
have
treated
those,
like I was a
those purple
pedophile for it.
things?
But mental health. When you stop caring about what people think and what they say about you, do you. And that's a big problem with younger
Am I
people.
homosexual?
You care about
No.
what people
What, like,
think.
made you
Social
ask that?
media, what they say about
Because
you.
that's our
job.
You said you're a nurse, right?
35 years.
What do you think's harder? 24-hour open surgery, like when you're helping with, you know, the doctor, et cetera, or a 24-hour stream?
24-hour open surgery.
Yo, come on, Ron.
Short-handed.
Come on, Ron.
We're saving thousands, you're saving one.
Oh, shit. Hold on. Put that flag down.
All right, so you said 30-day subathon, right?
Yep.
My argument is that none of you guys actually did any of the work during that.
What?
And
Get
it was
this
all
clown
your
out of here.
filmers,
Is he
your
part of the
editors,
face team?
Your producers. All these people back here are the ones doing the work. You guys just show up and have fun.
They didn't do anything.
It's a group project.
No, because here's the thing.
Well, that's bad takes.
That's bad takes. That's bad takes. That's bad takes.
They wouldn't have any work if it wasn't for us.
Chat, was that a good take? W or L take?
I would
W or L
even go
take?
as far
W
to
or L
say
take?
as
That
every
was
person in this room,
what the fuck
we
is he
keep them
talking
employed as
about,
well.
bro?
Because here's the thing, we get sponsors from these companies that have 9-to-5s, right? These companies, hold on. These companies are not viable without influencers to push the brand and keep them in business.
Have you ever worked a real job?
No.
So how would you
See,
know?
I have worked a real job.
What was your real job?
I worked 8 months. I worked a double. I worked Walmart and Panera at the same time.
Walmart.
Bro, it's not. She's making me mad.
Yo, Walmart was the job for like all the thugs. Like all the thugs would be working at Walmart and shit.
I actually feel like they're wrong.
They be throwing up gang signs with one hand, the other hand they're scanning your fucking coupons and cashing you out. Ron, come on, Ron. Who is this old geezer?
Hi, I'm Chris.
All right, Chris.
Why do you think a 9-to-5 job is not harder than what you do?
Well, you're guaranteed to pay.
Guaranteed to pay.
Yeah.
What?
And that makes it harder?
Yeah. No, it makes it easier for you
Makes
guys.
it easier
Yeah.
because we have a guaranteed pay.
100%. You have
Makes
security.
it
Talk
easier
about
for
raises.
Makes it easier for 9-to-5 people to have a job because their pay is
Yeah,
guaranteed.
when you go to work every day, everyone's
So you're
like,
basing the ease of a job just on somebody getting paid regularly? Is that what you...
well, let's just say that comes to perspective. If you say someone who works food, if you someone who works a doctor, it's obviously different. But if you're talking abroad, 9-to-5, someone who doesn't need a degree, yeah, it's way easier than being a streamer.
How so?
Well, it's because you're guaranteed and you don't need any crazy knowledge. You don't need to go to school for most jobs, like certain things like a 9-to-5. If you wanted to go work at Foot Locker, I could go to Foot Locker, apply, and then next thing you know, I'm selling shoes for pay every single hour.
So according to you, a job is easier or harder based on the guarantee?
What? What is happening?
One
Nine-
aspect of it.
Working
right?
at
Yeah.
Foot Locker,
Okay.
working at a job like Panera or wherever Lacey is easier than a streamer. Yes, because a streamer you have to come out.
Wait,
with-
I'm not gonna lie, he's kind of right. Bro, working at Foot Locker is so easy, bro. Hey, can I get a size 11? Yeah, let me just go in the back. Grabs the size 11. Here you go, sir. Oh, that'll be $250.
ideas. You have to stay relevant. There
Oh,
was
we're talking about ideas now. Okay,
Yeah,
we're
what do you-
talking
what-
about pay.
Okay, so what
So
do you want to
that's
start with
one
though?
way that
But it
it's
doesn't
easier.
make. But
Well,
you're
you
not even.
started with
You're not
pay.
even. You keep switching it. So why
Oh,
don't
I'm
you
not
answer my
switching
question?
anything.
Yeah, you 100% are.
Yeah.
So how
Now,
is
if you
it
have
hard?
Stompin' Flying at you 7'7", that's way harder than cashing out a fucking a size 11 Jordans.
Or if you're guaranteed to pay. I worked for 4 years of streaming. I didn't make $1.
Well, what's your definition of hard? That's the thing. It's like
Oh.
what
Stuff
is
that you need
difficult.
creativity. You need to
Okay.
get out of your circle, comfort
Sure.
zone.
Yeah.
You need to be able to actually
Oh.
make people believe what you believe in the sense of like, oh, this is good content. Do you watch any TV shows?
I watch YouTube.
Okay, you watch
so
YouTube.
much YouTube.
So it's the same thing. So the people that
Absolutely,
you're
yeah.
entertained by are the people like us, just for a different audience.
They have never went
That's
against
true.
me with
But
my
you're
red
talking about
head. With my
entertainment
red
as a
headset.
job. We could talk about entertainment.
This is entertainment,
as a job.
but this
yeah,
is entertainment.
entertainment
But
as
my
a
question
job
to you
doesn't have
is
any
why?
guarantee.
Why?
Got the glasses off
So
this
do
guy.
you truthfully, you could sit here and think that working at like a Foot Locker or something like that, I'm just using that because that's the best
Sure.
example,
Yeah.
is harder than a streamer?
It depends on what you are saying the word hard means to you. Because
In the
there's
sense
hard
of everyday
physically,
activity. Because
there's
some people
hard-
around here said, oh, I got to wake up at 7 a.m., 8 a.m. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, we have to do the same thing.
Sure.
Some people do that.
And you deal with yourself.
No, we deal with millions
when
of people.
you're creating that content and you have
Chad,
your
what's
phone,
harder?
You're dealing with
What's
you
harder,
yourself
being
and that
a
phone.
gamer streamer or being an IRL streamer?
And you're not
That's not
dealing
true at
with-
all.
That's a
I have
good
a competitor
question.
that I pay who relies on me.
That's
if I
a good
stop doing any
question.
type of content, he loses
So when
a job.
you go to your job, when you go
Come
to
on,
work,
like they never got swung by
when
stop.
you go to work rather than punching a card,
What's
you pick
harder,
up your phone
IRL,
and
you
you turn on a
think?
camera.
Okay, so when you punch the card, let's
Then
say, who's
gamer?
above you? Your boss, right?
IRL
What happens if he
easier?
just takes the business and he says, oh, we're not doing it anymore? You lose your job.
What's
But
harder?
the work is picking up a phone or turning on a camera as opposed to going in with a bunch of people and having to multitask tasks you have to do throughout your shift
Yeah.
and
You guys
deal with
think
your
IRL is
hard?
coworkers
Throughout
and
the stream.
interpersonal thing. Tell me how much you do of that stuff while you are actually
I think
doing
IRL is a
your
little bit more
job
stressful.
for however many number
Okay,
of hours
perfectly.
that you are
I feel like, bro. Oh, never mind.
talking and typing and shitting and eating and all that stuff that everybody's watching you do.
Go ahead.
No, but there's actually a mental aspect.
I understand that.
Oh,
yeah.
swag!
Camaraderie, like you have like
Vote
a
on the
group of
poll,
people,
chat. Vote
like
on the poll.
friendships,
What's
relationships,
harder,
which is also
IRL or
everything in life.
gaming?
So you build
IRL
that
or
with your
gaming? Vote on
coworkers
the
and stuff
poll.
like
Vote on the
that.
poll.
Sorry, bye.
Bro, I think, like, I don't know, bro. IRL is like more mobile and shit. You know what I mean? Max was doing 365 IRLs every day. Jinxie is doing it. Only gaming. Max had it way harder. I'm trying to think, bro. I'm not gonna lie though, like, they're not strictly IRL. They do desktop too. So like, desktop is way easier than gaming. Desktop streaming, like, bro, literally reacting to videos is so easy, bro. That's what I'm not talking about the phase guys, but like, you know how like XQC reacts to mad videos and shit, like that's easy. But I think IRL might be a little harder than gaming. It all depends, because bro, on gaming, if you slack on gaming and you lose, like, you get no content. That ass. Yeah, X is also a gamer. I'm saying, like, if you're a gamer, bro, you gotta like stay on top of your shit.
See you later.
Seeing a lot of flags.
Who's this?
So I'm Angelina, and I work as an executive assistant.
You're right.
What the fuck is an executive assistant?
I'm not gonna lie, she's
All right, so you guys were talking about the mental aspect, and I thought that was really interesting because as someone who works a 9 to 5, technically it's a 10 to 6, but I still have to.
What the fuck is that? Yo.
Amount of time. I come home, I'm too tired to cook. Fortunately, I have a beautiful girlfriend that does all of that stuff for me when I get home.
Drop the door
But
on
if I
me.
didn't, I would have to cook for myself and get to bed in time and wake up in time to commute back to my job. You guys talk about how it's hard because there's a mental
Slap
aspect.
the eyebrows
But I
off
understand
that
as someone
guy.
who's been on
Holy
social
shit.
media a lot
They got
that
some
you
carrots.
I
get
love that she's on
berated.
social media. Just to get broad.
So I actually
Middle
did
class
content
elite is
creation
crazy.
starting at the age of 14. When I moved to LA, I
They
gained
dropped the new
10,000
Malusi
followers
bundle, bro.
off the bat, and
What
I
the
was
fuck?
very young, and I started working with different brands.
Okay.
I totally understand the mental aspect. It's just that you guys can afford to say, hey, I'm gonna go wherever for 2 weeks, and that can be content, that can be your job, and you actually get to relax and travel the world and have other
So, you're
opportunities.
just saying a lot.
What?
There's no relaxation.
So I can answer a couple. So you were saying like to go back.
I
to
can't
you were
get over
saying,
that
like,
shit,
you can
bro.
manage like your time with like relationship. Was that correct? Like you have your girlfriend when you go home. Like
I fortunately have a support system, but I
Girlfriend?
every day like ask myself how I would
so
have
I'll
been
give you
able
a
to do it
perfect
without.
example. So you said 14 you started. I started at 16. For about 3 years, I was making money, and it slowly went super up, and
Hold on,
then
let
all
him
of a sudden
cook.
it went down. Right?
Yeah.
I lost everything, fell off
was about to
completely.
though.
About to myself. Real story.
Oh,
This
shit.
is a real story. This isn't a
Thinking
joke.
this up, EJ? Thinking this up,
why you
Serpa?
We've all been there.
Whoa!
Every 9 to 5 worker has been there.
So,
They're laughing
going back
at
to what you said,
suicide?
how you have a support
Yo,
system.
my-
I moved across the country from my parents at the age of 19, lived alone in an apartment, was paying a certain amount of money every single month, and I was losing money. I wasn't making enough money to pay my, like I had money in my bank for my rent, but I wasn't making
It was
more than my
savings,
rent.
yeah.
So I was
You
losing.
were in the red every
I
month.
was in the
I
red
got
every
you.
single month. Girlfriend broke up with me at the time, so
Damn.
alone
Double whammy.
Ron
across the
low-key been
country.
through it, though,
So it's
chap.
like when you're alone too, and everything's going down. Where's my support system?
I don't like why she laughing, bro.
Yo,
So I
that
have a
lady's get
question.
me
You said
pissed.
that for the first 4 years you started streaming, you had no income. How are you able to survive?
I lived with my mom. I was 16.
So that
What?
to a certain extent is privilege.
How?
It,
How? Living with your parents is privilege? You're 16, bro.
But my mom, how's that privilege?
It's privilege because you have the support system to have a place to live.
Well, at 15, 16, I would hope I have parents that would live with me.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't, and they have to take 9
That's
to
a whole
5.
different discussion. So a lot of people.
He was
don't
16.
have
What do you want him
houses.
to be shoveling
A lot of
fucking
people
snow?
don't have families that support them or accept
But that's a
them.
whole different conversation. What does that have to do with the 9 to 5?
Because they still need to survive. So the fact that you were given
So
the
how did you move to LA?
I moved across the country as well with my mom and I.
This girl gets me so mad.
Do you not
She's a
think that's
certain word, bro.
I mean, we moved into a 1-bedroom in Santa Monica and shared
This
a
girl's a
total
certain word, bro.
I was reselling shoes to afford my mom's mortgage and everything.
I get it. I've definitely helped my family out in times where I was able to.
You
but
can't
I
argue with
also
these bitches
had to have
like
my
that
family
ass.
support me in order for me.
You can't
to
argue
have
with
certain
these type of
opportunities to
girls,
make
bro.
money in the first place. So if you
Them
didn't love
California
content creation,
girls,
what would
bro.
you be doing?
It's a great question. I don't know because I didn't set my goals that way. I set up my life to that. I know I would do what I want to do. If we all got paid the same every single month, let's say just in simple terms, we all got paid $100,000 a month, a crazy amount of money. Would you guys still, truthfully, I'm asking a serious question, would you guys say that all of our jobs are harder than each other, truthfully?
Yeah, if she was a nurse, she had to go to medical school for years just to be able to have her
But
foot
she
in the
knew
door.
that she was getting security because she was going to be a nurse, correct?
Not secure.
How is it not secure if you knew what you were going to do?
Nothing's secure.
Nothing's secure. You just proved my point. But you just proved my point.
Oh.
No job is secure, but content creation gives you the ability to have those savings,
But
to have an audience. And even if you do lose all your followers one day,
Yeah.
even if
Let's
you
say I
lose,
lost it all tomorrow.
you still have residuals of the
Wait.
previous viral
But that's-
videos. Even if people are hating on
that's
you and
not
shitting on you,
necessarily-
that's still adding to what goes into your pocket.
There's literally doctors who do one surgery and make hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Because they were trained for decades and they had to go to
So
school.
were we.
You went to school to be a content creator?
Streamer University.
Yo, no. Hell no, get the fuck out of here. Did he just say streaming university?
Good, how you doing?
Alex.
Holy,
Gabe.
slap the eyebrows off this guy.
I'm doing good.
College
So first of all, I want to
professor?
say I do respect all of you for what you do. I mean, you guys do work, but you do not work as hard as people who have a regular job.
You don't know that.
I mean, that I do know it for sure. It's very clear. People have to wake up and do their routine over and over again. It's not a daily thing. It's a weekly thing. It's a monthly thing. It's a yearly thing. It's a
Warden.
life thing. And
Nah,
if they
this
screw up, they
warden's
lose their
crazy.
jobs. And they always have to be careful.
If we screw up, we lose their jobs. I could say the N-word at any second and get fully canceled, bro. What is this? What is Warden on about? What is this thick eyebrow, caterpillar eyebrow loser talking about, bro? Shit, I could slip up and be like, yo, bitch ass, and then just say goodbye. The fuck? Acting like we can't get canceled? Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Because if they do something weird, they say something weird to their coworker, their
Bro, my school teacher ripped the N-word one time, and he was chilling. The fuck?
boss, they're going to lose their job. If you lose some followers because of something you say, you'll get other followers, and you have a large following enough where there's enough of a range of perspectives that people will always be on board for you as long as you're producing content. People who screw up at their jobs and lose their jobs, and maybe there's a recession, there's not a lot of jobs, as could be now, they get potentially homeless or worse.
Fucking bushy eyebrow bum.
What's that? Yeah, of course I've heard of it.
Yeah.
But how many people have been canceled and came back? I mean,
You can't come back from hard R, bro. Like that ass. Who has come back? What creators have got canceled? I know if someone in the SiegeCom says that, GG's. PewDiePie? Bro, nope, bro. PewDiePie? Alright, hold on. Pokimane? That's not hard R though. That's not hard R. Alright, PewDiePie might be the person to come back actually.
All the time. Your boss is not
But
going to
he
be
had like
loyal
100
to you if you
bro,
don't
how
get
many
that
subs did
thing
he
in on
have?
time 5 times.
Okay, but check it
you're
out.
done.
Okay, so listen, but to be able to get that loyal following of people that do follow you,
Yes.
you need to build that over years
Okay.
and years
Okay.
and years and hours of trust
All right.
and communication
Sacrifice.
and intimate relationships with your audience.
Okay, so
that's not something that's just given to you.
Look, the thing
you don't
is-
just
I don't know.
fall into a million.
What do you mean,
subscribers,
me?
a
Of
million
course
subscribers,
not.
3 million
Of course
subscribers.
not. It takes work for sure. But like what you guys are talking about in terms of like the toll it takes on you, a large part of it, and let me tell you something, I'm a little older than you guys. So
Yeah.
a large part of it is just general angst from being young, and you just happen to have a camera in front of you and like talking to people or whatever. But at the same time, like you're doing exactly what most people are doing, which is dealing with life stuff.
Cancel
and
culture
that's
does
normal.
exist, bro.
Like the mental
Unless you're like
toll that
already
it takes
famous.
dealing with people and getting comments and this
You
and that.
just
That's
go to
what
kick.
everybody deals with. But you don't have to wake up at 6 in the morning and get to your job and then be there and like be on the whole
Cancel
time.
culture is, like,
No
worse.
matter what. Anyone who has a 9 to 5 has to do that.
I said, what do you do? What
Well,
do
I'm
you
a
do?
college professor, so I have to do that same sort
College
of
professor? Bro, you read off a notebook the whole class, you fucking bald idiot.
Gotta come in and teach the same shit for the next 10, 15 years?
Yes, you're right.
Come on, bro.
We have
You already know what you're doing.
We have to produce new shit every day.
For me in particular,
This guy's never played stomping before, bro.
essentially reteaching the same curriculum to the same students.
That I had to take
what I'm
years
saying?
to learn, but
you know what
yes.
I'm saying? But I started making content when I was 12 years old.
Okay.
It started out playing Call of Duty trick shotting. I don't think anybody in this room could hit a crane shot. I don't know if anyone in this room could quick scope.
I don't know if
So
that's
I had
something to be proud of, but okay.
So I had to do that for 4 years,
Okay.
right? And then I'm like, okay. Then I had to do YouTube for 4 years,
Okay.
right?
Throw
And
this
then
bald
I had
goof in
to
a roll
do
of Prime
FaZe
chat,
Clan,
see how
build
far he
FaZe
goes.
Clan out, fix FaZe Clan, and then
Okay.
do streaming.
Okay.
So
with how many
Zach
people
Loki went
helping
on a
you?
come up again.
How many people helping me?
Yeah.
That's on a second
For
prime.
which stages?
All of them. There were a lot. You had a team.
When I was trick
Was
shotting-
it just you? Like
No. It
Okay.
was just me. There's receipts of this.
It wasn't built on the shoulders of
Bro,
anyone?
none of these guys had Iowa in their stream off like a 30-second delay in a tournament, bro. Like, these guys have never
There's
seen
receipts on
shit
YouTube
like
of me.
Okay,
bro,
well, where
you
did
read the
YouTube come
same
from?
notebook
How did
every
YouTube
class
become
and
so
then
easy?
write
Because
rate
a bunch of people
X
worked
or
their
check
butts off
mark.
9 to 5, making it a thing.
That's
and
what
if
you
it
did
didn't
in the
exist,
previous
if it didn't exist, you couldn't press play.
They never had to play the prime
And
EUs.
then just talk.
Mad Rhino
Campus
quick
to teach on.
peeking.
Then
Yeah.
boom, there you go.
Right.
They
but
never
I
played
had to
the
spend
the
years
EXE,
earning my credentials.
Eli.
And mastering.
Never
my-
played the
Come on,
Prime News.
guys. Your credentials are playing video games. I play video games on my spare time. Come on, guys.
So you
games.
just want to get
I'm
paid to play video games. It's okay. We understand.
That ball goof out of here.
I'm Vicky, and my
Hair and
perspective
makeup
is coming
artist?
from a hair and makeup artist, physical job. Doesn't seem like any of you guys can even compete with the physicality.
brother.
You guys just
I know how to do a 3-strand braid.
Just sitting on your butt and talking into a microphone.
know.
is
So-
very different.
So wait.
Very different than having to get up in the morning, carry all of your gear. You've got to carry all of your hair, makeup,
Bro, what?
all of your supplies. You have
What?
to haul it around.
She
get
looks
up
like she's
early
seen
in
a
the
thing or
morning.
two before.
You stand on your feet all
Bet.
day. You never sit down.
I hear you.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. If she could do it, I could do it. So can they. Like, what is her point, bro?
You're breathing in toxic chemicals all day.
All right, can I talk?
Hairspray.
Listen, so your whole
So
thing.
it's dangerous.
Listen, bet.
Your
Just
job
chill,
isn't
chill.
dangerous.
So
your
thing
job
is-
isn't
your
physically
thing is
taxing. You're just talking into a
So
microphone.
bet. Listen. So your whole
She
thing.
doesn't get fat.
Your whole thing is we can't do what you do, right?
It's not
No, no,
physical.
no, but-
I'm saying that
I
a
just-
9 to
y'all let
5
me talk for a
job where
second.
you physically have to do
So-
some hauling around stuff.
So
and
physically, I physically
you're
can't
just
haul
talking
around
into a microphone.
bags of like makeup. You physically could never trick shot. You couldn't
Hey,
trick
he's
shot.
kinda
You
right,
can't
though.
Hold a controller
Talk to
and
him.
make a 200K montage.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yo, Chad, he's kind of spitting,
Don't
bro.
carry some, just
None of you
some
could
hair and makeup.
physically
And you have
go
to do that for 12 hours a day.
Yeah.
Yes. Actually,
It's
yes.
taking him 4 days to hit a trick shot. It's taking you 4 days to hit a trick shot.
Actually, yes, I would have
Hours
to
a
do
day.
that.
And then your day is
Yes,
never
I
done. When you're
would.
done doing that, is your job done? Do you have to go shopping and replace
You don't
all
know-
of the
wait,
things
wait,
that you
stop.
use?
No. Listen,
You have to
Vicky,
clean
listen,
all of
Vicky.
your gear.
You don't know about dry streaks. You don't know about hit markers.
But when you're done, you're
You don't know
done.
about if the Elgato wasn't on.
When
Can
you're
you
done, you're
imagine
done.
these things?
Oh my God, disable
Elgato?
resample.
If I rendered my video in Vegas and I sent the editor the clips without disabling and resample,
Oh my God.
my montage is fucked. Your main underlying argument here is what you do is
They're
physically
low-key
Daily,
right, though.
day to day.
Okay. Your main thing is what you do is physically more taxing and hard than what any of us
And
do.
dangerous.
I could say the same thing. You cannot physically trick shot. You could never. I would go as far
Okay,
as
so
I don't
how many hours a day do you
True,
trick shot?
though.
I don't think
How
think
many
any of you
hours
guys
a
ever-
day do you trick shot?
when I
None of these people had to sit through Ricci pausing. Dead street. Yeah.
many hours?
when I was trick shotting, it was 12 hours a day.
I barely
However long I
paused.
needed to. However
Every
long I
day, 12
needed
hours
to.
a day
However
trick
long I
shotting?
needed to
Oh.
hit a clip. until-
12 hours a day, every day.
5 seconds.
And that clip is.
He carries a Barrett 50 cal and he jumps off of stuff.
I would have to get on Call of Duty, turn my sense all the way up to 10-10. I would have to get to last. I would have to pray to God that he would be in the right spot.
Hit the concussion.
Now I gotta have
Or
my
the shock
rotations
charge.
down. I gotta have my rotation.
Dead zones. Talk about the dead zones.
Talk about dead zone.
Stick drift.
Stick drift.
The thing is, for the most part,
If you
that
have
is
stick
not
drift, you need a new
all
roller.
YouTubers that are doing something physical. A lot of it is just talking.
Yeah, but she also said it was dangerous. We could walk around IRL stream and someone could rob us or kill us.
Yup, someone spit in my drink. IRL streaming.
They're laughing, but that's happened recently.
I've gotten a pumpkin thrown on my head by a crackhead.
Crackhead ran up to him on stream and almost
died.
Almost
Because he
decapitated
quoted
him
his
when he
thoughts.
Yeah. Silky. Oh shit. Silky. Oh! Malusi!
My name is Thelma. It's a pleasure to meet you, sir. I am very occupational. My last job, I worked as a librarian.
Would the barber lag out on her haircut? What the fuck? Why is only half of it finished?
With elementary school children. I have been an executive secretary, legal.
What the fuck?
Yes, yes, all that. You know, because it's who you are. That you know, we create social media all the time. Because
Barber got
that's
like
what we are.
DDoS or
We're
some shit.
9-to-5ers, and we interact and have energy with people.
She's a fucking
Where I don't think that you
librarian.
gotta take that.
We have energy.
Are you serious?
You have false energy because you're
False
across the
energy.
screen. You're not interacting with people like we do.
So what are we doing right now?
interacting?
What are we doing right now?
You're doing it now because we're doing a video.
Wait, isn't she debating for it? That's making it harder for us.
Do you know that there's millions of people?
Now I'm not gonna have all y'all gang up on me. Come
There's
on.
millions of people who watch the video who
Yes.
save lives every day.
Why she got a
Probably more
better
than doctors.
hairline than you?
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
There's people that literally stay alive because they want to watch our videos.
You know about going out to the club
No,
at
she
night,
doesn't.
staying out till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, trying to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning so you can get dressed.
So you was
to
having
get-
fun.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so
So, but I'm saying it's like you guys don't do the interaction. You don't touch people like this.
okay.
Oh
Now,
my goodness.
What
Oh,
shit's going on?
you go to the club, you get to put some shades on, and you go by your day to work. We can't do that because we have thousands of people.
But is
You're
that
drunk,
your choice?
You're high. You're
But is
hungover.
that
Just
your
get off
choice?
screen. We don't want to see you like this.
But is that your choice?
We don't like you like this. Why are you doing this?
But is that your choice? You chose that. You chose this
No,
life.
that's the thing. We can't. We
And
can't
that's
do
what's
what
happening
you do.
now. That's what's happening now with the whole world. It's a total disconnect. When you have a 9-to-5, you dealing with people. You touching people's hearts,
Put them
souls,
veggies down.
mind. No, you are not.
Do you know how many bands we need a day?
I think. Look, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, and I respect what you do.
Do you
Okay.
watch
I
any
think-
entertainment?
Oh my
Of
God.
course, I watch
So do you
entertainment.
ever?
I got kids.
wait,
I got grandkids.
Do you ever laugh? Do you ever laugh?
Of course, I laugh.
So then they
We're
interact with
touching
you.
them.
But the interaction is
Did
not
it make you
real.
feel better?
When I'm
Did it
watching
make you, wait, did it make you feel better?
What make me feel
Have you
better?
ever
It all
watched-
depends on
have you ever been
it all
entertained?
depends- it
Have you
all
ever been
depends
entertained and
on
been like,
what's coming.
oh, I feel good?
Some of it is
I got a
fake.
banger right now.
Some of it is fake.
You see, you're not answering.
So now let me.
Okay, well let me answer your because I'm debating him.
Okay, yeah.
But go ahead.
Right after this, I got you. Right
Okay,
now. Go
all
ahead.
right.
Yeah.
Come on.
So when you're entertained, have you ever felt like your day was better if you watched something? You've never felt like that?
Yeah, sure.
So what's the difference with us?
The difference with you is that.
What's
that
this
you
bitch
concentrate
saying, bro?
24/7. That's all you do.
Yeah.
You know, you just like you. Wait a
She's
minute, somebody
not,
made a
bro.
comment about, oh, I can't even go out with my girlfriend.
Put a
Or I can't
roller.
even go out
Put her in a roller
I
Saturday.
can go
How
out
many
with
kills
my
did she drop in
I will
chat?
tell- You know what?
She's not getting a
very-
kill in a roller
very
Saturday.
I'm a very social person. I'm very popular in
Throw her in a
what I do.
roller Friday, a roller
I do
Saturday
social media.
finals.
Saying what we do has not affected people.
She's not getting a kill.
How come when I go out in public and I meet someone and they're like, "Oh my God, wait, I loved your videos growing up. You were my childhood. I used to watch you
Or their
every
hands
single
shaking,
day.
their hands shaking.
Like you were my child. You know how like we
That's
grew up
my
watching
grandma,
Disney
bro.
Channel?
You better chill.
Yes, I've had
Ben
people come
10.
up
What?
hundreds of times throughout years of my life.
Yo, educate your grandma,
and
bro.
Say these things. So
Okay.
Hold on, who's this hunchback?
I'm Robbie. I'm a server at an Italian restaurant.
Come on, bro.
Okay, Robbie.
Oh, that's not fair.
He has the same menu, makes the same food every day.
First
bro.
of all, nobody's gonna say being a nurse isn't hard, because my aunt was.
Nah, being a
That
nurse is
the most
hard. Being a
difficult
nurse is
shit.
hard, for
How are you gonna
sure.
disrespect your mom like
No,
that,
she
dude?
is right now.
You're gonna disrespect
She
your mom
loves
and
it.
say that your work is harder?
She tells
That
me
is
it's
so rude,
Nigga,
honestly.
She works 2 of them.
Okay,
She works
let
at 2 hospitals.
me ask you something.
She said it's mad easy. She can work at 2 hospitals.
No disrespect.
Robbie, a
No
threat.
disrespect, but what you do, I'm not your target audience. So break it down for me, because I don't even get it.
Oh my God.
Let me ask you something.
You just said I'm not your target audience because I'm black. That's what you just said. You don't watch me because I'm black. And this is what I'm talking about. It's harder.
I knew he was racist.
I gotta get judged every day. Everybody thinks I'm a hoodlum. I'm a nice guy.
I get called a racist every day in my life.
I can't get a job because I got
that.
taxed. I used to work at Costco's. I had the greatest 401k granted to me. That means that when I retire, I get the biggest stipend of my life. Do you know I could just sit there and just meat pack all day just to really realize that, what, maybe 20 years I'm gonna be sitting on millions because I worked at Costco's?
Yeah, Will.
Okay.
I didn't have to interact with nobody, just packing meat.
Yeah, Will.
Come on, bro.
Is what you do fun?
I mean,
Do you enjoy what you do?
if I make it fun,
Do you make it fun?
I could make it fun.
Yes or no? Is what you do fun?
Not everything's fun.
Yeah, you know Robbie
Break
got
it down to
shoved
me.
in
What
a
do you do
locker
day?
at
We'll
school.
swap stories. What do you do in a day?
Okay, so it's very stressful, right?
Not fun at all. Because this dude was talking for 20 minutes about playing video games.
Whoa.
Whoa.
It sounds like you're jealous, I'm not gonna lie. But
You're on his diesel.
okay, so look, right?
So I'm jealous of a harder job.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
Thank you. Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
that was sarcasm and you didn't read it. No, I'd like to.
No. Listen. Listen to the time that I wake up. I wake up maybe 3, 4 p.m. Know what I'm saying? I'm already drowsy because I just smoked the night before. You know why I gotta smoke? Because I just deal with thousands of people.
All right, get Silky off the stage. Get Silky off the stage. No, Silky making them look bad. No.
You
Jerry
gonna say
Wu.
this, right?
Wait, but you still haven't described what you've done other than smoking pot and waking up at 4.
Okay, waking up at 4 p.m., right? Now wake up, I gotta brush my
Please stop pausing pube head. All right, can we get a timeout?
teeth, right? Gotta make sure, because I got a lot of comments. Now, you know, he don't brush his grills. What does his real teeth look like? I gotta make sure that my
He got Chanel earrings like a bad bitch.
Robbie
And his
takes
girls in his
LMIs
chat
up the
too
ass. Yeah, he
sometimes.
does.
Yeah, this. You know what I'm saying?
See him.
I gotta make sure
So
I'm
you gonna
pressing
time
save.
now. I'm over him.
I already know what's gonna happen. It's about to be negative comments. Yo, shave that little scruffy shit on your face.
Chopped.
Cool,
So
right?
you got-
Yes,
Now,
bro. I
have
get
to
called
game
chopped
more
every
rivals,
day.
but probably 1 to 2 hours before stream. You know why? Because I don't get to game it for after work. Like I could just game it after work, bro.
No
I
energy.
can't. You know what I'm saying? You can't just do that, right? After I do that, now I gotta sit here and plan with somebody what I'm gonna do for the stream today. Oh, looks like we got no content.
I got
Let's see if we can
motherfuckers
just
telling
focus
me,
on it.
why is your
No
barber
money. No
mad at
content, no
you?
money. Now look,
Like
probably by
what?
8 or 9 p.m. I'm still probably thinking I got.
Bro, I have to deal with deadly threats every single day, bro. Some guy earlier told me I got 20. Cherish your last 24 hours. And then I got another guy telling me you look like you die off a chihuahua bite. Like, bro, this shit's
You know what's
dead
crazy?
ass.
My mind is-
8, 9
This shit
p.m.
is
for
dead
him.
ass.
Oh, I did my work.
You already did my ear.
I did my work today.
You took the same boss already.
You're going to sleep.
What?
Fuck you mean start cherishing?
I don't want to hog the space here too much, but
No.
do you know the expression, give a man enough rope?
You're losing me.
Kill
No, I don't know this. I don't know.
Basically, you're talking yourself into a hole, man. Okay, my turn. I'll be brief.
Wait, give a man a rope.
What is he?
Wait,
It means-
is that racist?
Oh. Just a rope, yeah.
No social
All right,
cues.
all right.
Oh, you're back?
Baby, I want to say to you,
Oh, shit.
I'm your black auntie.
Yeah,
That's what I
okay.
want to say.
Uh-huh.
You say you don't like people. It's all about relationships that you got with people.
Low key.
So,
Who's
when
your
you say
barber so I
shit
can
like
avoid
that,
him?
Do you really mean that?
Do I not like people?
You said,
I'm an
you
introvert.
said,
I'd rather be in my own space. I'd rather be
What
by
the
myself.
fuck's wrong with you, bro?
okay, but what is it
I'll
that
literally
you're
press you if I
doing
seen you.
that's helping other people?
What am I doing?
Yeah.
Yo, can that girl stop laughing in the back?
He's a hero.
I'm a superhero, no cape.
That kind of went hard. I'm a superhero, no cape. That kind of went hard. Double check your ring camera works.
How you doing?
Double check if
I'm
my
good.
ring
How are
camera
you?
You look
works.
great. You look
That's
great.
right. I'm Thelma
What's
again.
wrong with
I
you
believe
guys?
9 to 5 is harder. I mean, fuck.
Damn, they got homeboy fucking choking him out. At least he's celebrating. Oh.
I think dreaming is so much harder. Why are you doing it?
I can't have a public relationship because of the public eye and how they judge my relationships. I had a breakup with a girlfriend that I loved so dearly because I chose streaming.
So my question
Nah,
again.
Why is this bitch laughing? No. I'm getting disrespectful now. Bro, why is that old hag laughing?
I loved
back,
her and
bro?
you're laughing.
My question again.
Dog.
My question. If you think it's so much harder, why are you doing it?
Because I'm passionate about it.
Okay, so you love it.
Oh.
You love streaming. So do you love it more than you loved that girlfriend?
That's what I had to decide.
Oh.
I had to make sacrifice, and
So
that's
you-
what you have to do.
so you lost
with
the
streaming.
human touch.
But guess what? If I had a 9 to 5,
lost the human
if I was
touch
flipping burgers,
for-
I could have had a girlfriend still.
But you lost the human touch for the streaming.
Being a streamer, you have to be judged on thousands of people's opinions every single day. 9 to 5 person, maybe
But
1, 2, 3.
okay, and then back to my point. Is
I
that
can
your
walk in with my
choice?
bozo
Was that
at a
your
9 to
choice?
5. If I do that on streaming,
No,
you're
that's
getting
my
put
point.
on Jinxie Loyal's Twitter.
Was that
That's the point.
you gave up your girlfriend for streaming? Come on now.
Shit, he ran up a bag. He
Yeah.
ran up a
I
bag.
did it for a
bag.
bag. But the thing is, it comes to a point. Do I pick love and a future with someone I care dearly for? Or do I pick
something that I
love? Something that I'm passionate about and motion. I pick motion.
Yeah, I'm good off construction. Construction is way harder than streaming. I used to do construction. Fuck no. Used to get home with a sore back, not want to do shit.
She makes a percent off
Yeah,
people's
nah, I'm good off construction.
fuck ups. I
Hell
like
no,
that.
quit that shit in like a month.
opportunity to get a nice
Fucking, what are those drywall sheets?
to create yourself.
Fucking walking downstairs with those on my
whatever
back.
you want,
Yeah, I'm
9
good.
to 5. You would take it?
Yes.
Because why?
Because I don't even enjoy streaming anymore.
You don't? What? Come to this side.
No, but I have to because this is what I built my career off of. I
You
started.
feel stuck.
I feel stuck. Yeah.
Have you ever watched a show and you stopped watching it?
Mm.
Have you ever watched a show and you were like,
All the time.
it's the same thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I have
So that
to.
TV show can't. It's done. What happens to all those actors?
It's
after that?
canceled
They gotta
because I
go to-
stopped watching?
Well, no. I'm saying if thousands
Baby,
if thousands of you
Honey.
stop watching.
I think you guys are mixing all
Yeah.
the issues.
Cartoon
What's her
Network.
job,
They
chat?
got millions of people.
Focusing
You guys know what Cartoon Network is?
What's her job?
It's
chat?
gone.
Stop. Would you come up with a different brand then?
All those people are gone. Yeah, but pivot. That's the point.
Swag, okay. So Swag's a gamer. Swag's different than these guys. Than FaZe. The FaZe guys. Because Swag don't really be doing
I'm a
IRLs.
professional model.
A
But
professional
I've
model?
worked since
They fucking blasted when they hired her?
I was at the age of 14.
Okay.
I was a gamer too.
I
Would they
just think
feel
personally,
bad?
like I agree with Jason that I think streaming does take a certain than a 9 to 5, and I also think everybody in here.
Model.
If you guys all
Bro, being a
talk
model's
about
easy.
streaming, right?
Hello?
And then we all try to do.
All you do is walk up and down and keep a good diet. Hello?
The probability of everybody here trying
And
to
it's
do something
genetics.
is way higher than somebody making streaming a career.
Absolutely, your job is you just got lucky because you're
What?
a gamer. You got lucky. There's so many people
I was
like
just-
you
I was
out
talented.
there.
It wasn't
These
pure
days,
luck. I was-
everybody's an influencer. Come on.
No. But
So many.
no. But specifically, what I do, I'm not posting selfies around the world. It's basically all pure talent.
Wait,
Okay.
Can I just why is he lucky? Why do we all get lucky though?
What is your talent?
Yeah.
Call of Duty. I was a professional Call of Duty player, like actual the
So you
game.
were sitting
Hey, I would
at home
fuck
and
up
you
Swag and
thought
COD.
your life while you were gaming. You're like, oh, let's put a
I was
camera.
16, so it wasn't really like
yeah,
that.
You,
So
you weren't really thinking of what should I do with my life, like what should I study.
guys think
what
I'd
should
beat
like,
Swag?
Where does my life go? You just got lucky.
It's not luck. It's
because-
just he's determined. He knows that's the only route.
He didn't get lucky. He put in hours.
Yeah, no.
That's
yeah,
what we do
yeah,
too.
yeah,
Huh?
yeah, it
Nah,
was-
we're getting on
it's-
Warzone.
it's-
We're getting on
everybody's
Warzone.
a little bit of luck. I think
Nah, we're getting on
people don't have
Warzone,
a job, they feel they want to get lucky. by
Warzone
getting a
stream
job.
tomorrow.
So I think people even having a job is some sort of luck.
He said, how many people of us could do this? No, it's luck. It's 1 of a million because for whatever
How is
reason.
that luck? If 1 out of a million, that one has to be the best. So how are you going to dismiss
Is
all
he
his
the
hard
best?
work and all of his
Is he the
talent?
best?
I used to watch Mad Swag.
No,
Swag's a
let me
good
give
ass
my
creator.
statistics. There was
Like
over
COVID,
300,000
bro.
people that
You
played
weren't
Warzone
tapping with
last year.
Swag
This is the
during
game that I
COVID
play.
Warzone.
I got 4th. So I was a top 12 player across the entire world.
And you're telling
That's
him
like-
you're
That's not luck. That's
like
pure
less than
that's pure
1%.
skill.
So you're dismissing, is Michael Jordan lucky? Is LeBron James lucky?
Yes.
Are they lucky?
I mean,
What?
they-
How?
They have
They
a
were-
talent.
they had a
but
talent.
How are they
So what do
You know how
lucky?
many talented people out there and don't get the chance, they don't get the shot at it?
I don't want to take up his time. So he's not talented?
No, that's not what I'm saying. Not
That's
at
what
all.
you just said.
You just
No.
said,
What he did to
I
get
said
to where
a
he
lot
is.
of people are talented don't get the shot to do what he does.
are people who
So
make it
it's
to the
luck.
NBA?
But I didn't even get a shot. It was I did it off the strength of me. There was no one who gave me a shot or anything like that. I simply was.
Bro said Larry
You dead
Bird.
ass?
Yo, you being serious?
Why he laughing?
Bro.
It's not luck. I've been doing this for
The fuck was
13
that?
years. I uploaded 3,000 videos.
Guy said
2,000
Larry
I edited
Bird's
myself
ago.
while I
Fucking
went to
banned.
college, worked a job, and still went to school.
And yeah,
So that's not. I mean, if that's fucking,
stand on it, stand on it.
if that's luck,
where's the luck at in that equation?
Again,
is there a percentage? We are all lucky in some way, right? If we all have a job, we're lucky in some sort of way. But
God bless.
off of specifically pure talent, and I worked on that since I was 16.
again, I work with many talented people. I'm not saying about you.
Yeah.
Just talk in general. And there's so many people that are very talented never get a shot because they don't
Hold on,
do the
hold on,
right
hold
thing.
on,
They
hold
don't
on,
go the
hold
right
on.
path. They don't meet the right people. So
Modeling
there's so many even
takes
talented actors here, they
zero
never get a
skill.
shot. So I'm just saying it's pure
What is
luck.
she talking about?
It wasn't luck. I just saw an opportunity and just genuinely took it. It wasn't a handout. It was simply just, you know what,
You're
I'm
just
talented
born
at Call
to
of Duty.
look
This
good.
is what I want to do. It took me 8 years to
What
make
is
it
she
a career.
talking about?
Is there something funny?
It's a freaking video game.
It's a talent.
She's never played stomping.
Hey, he's made tens of millions of dollars playing video games, so.
Exactly. That's that privilege. That's that privilege.
But I'm saying though, you couldn't hop on a game and
couldn't
do
do
what
it.
I do.
You couldn't do
That's
it.
a skill.
Your son couldn't do it.
some
Your
people-
grandkids couldn't do it.
Some people
Your
can't-
son's grandkids could never do it. They could never do
Anything
it.
that takes a talent.
The genes are done. They can't do it. They can't.
How many hours a
No
day
egos, no
did you
emos.
spend?
When I was younger?
Yeah, when you were younger.
Oh, I would wake
She
up
got
3
them
hours before
tattoo-ass
school. So I wake up at
eyebrows.
4 a.m. and I would play before school. Bus would come at 7.
She
I go
flips
home,
chicken
come back, and do
patties.
it again.
What is she talking about?
I was 16. What's funny?
See,
That
there's a
shit is
disconnect
easy.
here, because to you guys, when you guys were growing up, yes, it was just video games, it was whatever. But when we were coming up, we're like, wait, maybe we can make this career. Maybe if we get good enough at it and we create.
Do you not
good
think?
enough
Do you not
content,
think if you're talented at something, it's a God-given gift?
Video games is not like.
You don't think you don't think it's talent.
You're just too old to understand.
That's yeah. It's just, I can't argue that because
There's the word.
Y'all could
I
never
gotta
play
keep it a-
FNCS either. It's
I
the
gotta
same
keep
shit.
it a buck. There's a disconnect.
Same
You come
shit.
from a generation where this didn't exist. This career. You looked at this career and you laughed. Now, how come in colleges they're teaching courses on content creation and esports? When you grow up,
Adapt
this
top
didn't
three,
exist, so
adapt
no
top
wonder you're gonna
three.
laugh when you hear this shit because you're from a completely different generation. You just don't get it, and I don't know if you ever will be able to wrap your head around it.
and it's fun. But it's like
And that's
again, it's
okay.
Oh, you gotta fight back.
That's
You gotta
okay.
fight back.
Nah,
I'm
she
not gonna
gonna
lie.
fight back, I'm not
Nice
gonna
meeting
lie.
I'm Ronnie.
Ronnie, nice to meet
This
you.
past
Ronnie.
Sunday, you were talking about job security. Are you familiar with layoffs, with being furloughed? Like taking it back to that's being what? What,
Yo,
what does that
Ronnie,
even mean?
someone get Ronnie out of here.
Every dollar. Everything. You lose everything.
Someone
Okay,
get
and then
Ronnie
you
off
can
my
rebuild
screen right
yourself
now.
back. You
The same way
reinvent-
you can do if you get laid off. You get
Someone remove Ronnie off my
okay.
screen.
Is it not the same concept? Like
I don't know. Back in 2020, when everybody was getting furloughed, everybody was like, "Oh, let me go to social media." That's kind of an easy alternative. So
Why does she talk like that? Ronnie, you don't even have a job, dog. What are you talking about?
that seems kind of easy.
I know,
And
but
then-
but if you lose a job, you
You
can't.
just get another
No,
one?
you can search for. You have an opportunity to search for another one. No?
Okay.
Yo,
I've been
Ronnie, let me
searching
get
for
extra
another one.
barbecue.
I interview every day, give the same spiel, have to give that
If
smile.
you interview-
walking through my
I uploaded
resume.
videos for 7 years and barely got any views.
And did
It's
you
just-
wait?
it's-
You
it's-
uploaded 7 videos and,
And,
didn't
and
get any views
went to school, and still.
and paid rent.
Yes, I still worked. I worked
Oh, so that you had another job.
as a parking attendant. Yes.
Okay, and was that harder
Then what?
than streaming?
No, I was on my phone all the time.
Oh, as a parking attendant, that doesn't sound like you were doing a very good job.
I was chilling.
You were chilling. You weren't good
Wait,
at your
he's
job.
waiting for.
Yeah, when cars park, they're done. Like it doesn't.
Okay.
I don't have to.
Well,
I'm not security.
that's
I just
a
go.
one
I
nine
go
to
like this. I go
five.
like this. Yo, right there. I bet. Do you think an aspect of a video game, playing video games, is a talent?
I would say it's a skill. I wouldn't call it a talent. You can master it with,
But
sorry.
No, you can't.
Millions play video games, but there are very few people who are genuinely gifted at it.
Gifted? What are they, Mozart?
How is it not a talent? Why is it not a talent what he does?
You know what? I'm open to it being a talent. I think it's a skill. I think it's something you can master. I don't think you're a Mozart that you have this gift of like, whoa, when I put my thumb here and this thumb there and do this combo, I do this.
You'd be
Is she
surprised.
stupid?
I mean, there's people out there.
You
who
gotta
are
think on the
genuinely-
fly.
The
7-7. You have Blitz and Blackbeard full sprinting at you.
It's like saying,
Sure,
here's
what
a
should I
paper, show
do?
paper.
Should I challenge the Blitz? Should I challenge the Blackbeard? Should I run? Should I drop the hatch?
There's
Should I call a
certain
teammate
games
over?
that have $1 million prize pools.
They're doing a bunker on Oregon. You gotta call If they're bunkering on Oregon 7-7 basement, you gotta call a freezer main or a backside. You have to make a call, bro.
For a job for 10 months. Go pick up a controller. And
What if they have K-tube?
$1 million.
You gotta flood bunker.
You could. You could.
What if they got a warden elbow? You gotta go freeze main.
What do you mean I wouldn't
You can't even find your OBS stream key. Stop playing.
I need to work for it, but
So like, but you're dismissing what he does. You're just dismissing. Like,
I'm not
oh,
dismissing. I'm saying
it's
that's
not a
easy.
skill. It's not a talent.
I
Like,
said it's a skill. I
easy.
didn't say it's a talent. I said it's a skill. It's a skill that
But
you
how
can
do you
own and
how do you
can
know
master.
how do you know if it's easy if you haven't done it? Like if you
I've
don't.
played Mario Kart. I've played other games.
Not a professional level though.
No, not a professional level because that's not what I'm trying to pursue.
I know, but you don't understand what it takes to be on that sort of level. So how can you try to dismiss it and say it's yours is harder?
What
How
is-
do you know?
what
How
does
do
it
you
take
know?
to be on that
Because
level?
I've worked at 9 to 5.
Yeah. What
so
does it take to be on that level?
Just gift, and you got to play all
Just
the time.
gift?
Tens of thousands of hours of work
Uh-huh.
and editing and filming and
played
constantly.
I'm just talking about
being
pure
innovative
skill. As
and
far as like the
design.
videos and stuff like that, just off pure skill.
I had
you
to
did-
put tens of thousands of hours
Could you get a
into my
refresh second
studies.
zone tarping? Could you?
I have no idea what you said.
Could you get a refresh going into second zone with no mats? Can you get a refresh on the best players?
I can also put.
That's okay,
I
good
can
idea.
circle back and give
Do
you
you know how to
different
short launch
terms
pad?
from
When
my
you're trying to get to third
industries.
zone, third moving. Do you know
I
how to
don't know
short?
what. No,
launch
I
it?
don't. But
Exactly,
if I want.
you couldn't, but Excel sheet, we could do Excel sheet.
No, but exactly. I
They're
can
just
throw-
talking. They're just talking game. with
These
them.
refreshes
As a
don't come to you.
babysitter, I can talk to you
Okay.
about the different things I do and ask you, could you do that? No, but if you wanted to, you would.
If us.
Why is she talking like her jaw's broken?
Took 3 days. You don't think we can master an Excel sheet?
Oh,
But let me give you. If I give you 3 days about a video game, do you think you could be that talented as me?
if I wanted to, I would.
So let's pay for her, whatever it is.
Delusion.
Hey,
Give you 3
please.
days, but if you
Delusion.
lose, you got to give us it back in double.
Delusion.
No, that's not how the job works. You pay me, I'll get the job done.
Someone's gonna marry that girl one day.
I would say, in a sense, yes, because you have to put in the work and you got to be on 24/7.
It's difficult to answer that question for us, I think, because we didn't come up in this time frame in this era. So and technology is totally different now because we were just talking about playing tic-tac-toe on the sidewalk.
Oh,
I
tic-tac-toes.
appreciate and respect what they do, and I think that's
That's
the
a good point.
consensus
That's a
for
good
most
point.
of us, that we appreciate and respect where they are. But it's not. What we did was, we just feel like what we did was harder, and that's what I think.
I would tackle you.
My mind was
bro, I'd
changed in the
literally, like,
sense that now
blast
I'm even
double you.
more convinced that normal jobs are harder.
Eyebrows. Damn, that was a good ass video, bro. Fuck. Nah, I think 9 to 5 is harder than streaming. Except like certain 9 to 5s, like being a model is way easier than streaming. You're born to look good. You just gotta keep a good diet and then walk in a straight line. Walk in another straight line. Say cheese. Boom, your day's over. Walk around. Maybe take a plane ride. That's paid for. Walk around. Take some more cheese pictures. You don't have to fucking play stomping.